Hey, what's going on, you guys, and happy Friday. Welcome back to another video. Once again, I got my son in the chair. His hair has grown back really fast since the last time I cut it. I think it's been about 3 weeks, so I'm going to go ahead and give him a higher skin fade this time, just because it's getting really hot around here, and I think that keeping the hair short will just help to keep him a little cooler. So grab a snack, you guys, take some notes, and let's get right into it. The little line that you saw, I just went around his head. You can kind of see the design from last time, so I was just highlighting that out for you guys. I'm going to start the initial guideline pretty high, and you'll see right here towards the back when I do it that I kind of drop it just a little bit, not too much, because it's not a drop fade, but I do that way I don't push up the back too high initially to begin with. With these Andy Slimline Pros, we're just going to go ahead and clean it all up all the way around. And right after that, if you decide you want to do a skin, I'll go ahead and grab my foil shaver and clean it up all the way around as well. While you guys are doing this, don't forget to continue to brush the hair, get all the hair out the way, dust off your client. That way you can keep the working area nice and clean. This right here is my Braun Series 9 foil shaver. It's one of the best foil shavers that Braun makes, and I like it a lot. It does a very good job at getting all this hair nice and down to a very smooth skin point, and it does so without leaving bumps on the client's head. But these things are very pricey, so if you are looking for a nice foil shaver, I do recommend Gamma, Andes, or Walls foil shaver. Go ahead and check them out on Amazon, you guys. You won't be disappointed. They're all around $70, so that's a good initial starting point for some foil shavers, in my opinion. With this first initial guideline, I'm not too worried about it like looking really perfect all the way around. I am gonna go around the head right after this one and just clean it up, touch it up, and make sure it looks nice and straight. I'm only going to focus on the left side of his head now, and then when I finish this or get pretty close, I'll go ahead and switch to the right side and begin doing some work on that as well. With this guideline, we started with the lever all the way open, and then I closed it all the way to blend that out, and I'm still working on the same guideline. Now I have my wall trimmers, and I sped up the video because it was a nice little long process trying to get that line faded out. It was giving me a lot of issues. I did just switch to a number 2 guard to knock down some of this bulk, and from here we're just going to go ahead and start down fading. Using the 1.5 guard now, I'm going to start with the lever all the way open and then just slowly close it little by little as needed, and I'll continue that same process throughout these next guards as well. Just bear with me, you guys, just a little bit longer and I'll be almost done fading this side in. Like I said initially, this side did take me a little longer to fade in. I don't know why. It was just one of those days where his hair was being extra, so I'm just having to put a little more work in. No problem. Sometimes when you cut other people's hair, you might have to go through this as well. And just stay patient, you guys. Stay patient. Continue to fade. Experiment with your guards using maybe a higher guard, opening and closing that lever, and you'll get it. So at the highest point of his head, I am going to fade this darker part out with the 1.5 guard, and the lever is all the way open. I'm just going to use the 1.5 guard and kind of start down fading from here again. So at this point in me fading his hair, like on this side still, it had been quite a while, you guys, and I just felt like I wasn't getting anywhere with this cut, and that I was just continuously like fading the same lines. But I just kept switching up my clippers, like I told you guys previously, experimenting with some guards on, some guards off, and using my trimmers, and eventually I get this line. Here in a bit, I will switch from this left side and start working on this right side, and then we'll go ahead and come back to the left side just to do a little more detail work. I am creating this next guideline using the 1.5 guard, but I now realize what I should have done to make the blending process a lot shorter and easier is to start off with the 1 guard, which is what you see me blending out with now. That way it would have been a little lower, but not a big deal, you guys. Just something I noticed afterwards. These Ion Extreme clippers that you currently see me using have been very solid, you guys. They blend very well. Battery life has been very solid, and just all around it's been a very good clipper, and I think it's been a really good buy. These wall clippers right here you see me using, I will be replacing the battery here soon. Maybe I'll post a video. I've never done it before. These are 6 years old and they've been very reliable clippers. So I'm going to continue to invest in them and just replace the battery. It's like 10 bucks on Amazon. So I'll go ahead and do that soon and post a video on that. Now that I'm getting this side nice and faded down, I'm just going to repeat that same process all over again to get this very top part of the hair that's still really dark, nice and faded down. Currently that was the 2 guard I was using, and I decided that it would be best to cut some of this bulk down. So I grabbed the thinning shears and I just started going at his hair, all on the side, all in the back. And now I switched to the 1.5 guard and I'm just blending right at that same line all over again. With lots of areas on my son's head, the hairs do grow in different directions, so that's why you see me kind of coming at this with from the side, from the other side, up and down. I mean, just go at different angles if you're having trouble blending the hair, and it should start to look a lot better. Now that we're back on this left side, I'm going to go ahead and do exactly what I was doing in those last few steps from the right side. Come in with the thinning shears over comb and just cleaning up a lot of that bulk before I do his lineup right now using the Andy Slimline Pros. I did brush his hair and laid it down flat. He had gel in it previously, so that's why it kind of looks a little bit glossy. On these next few steps, you will see me doing quite a bit of cleanup work. That's probably one of the most important parts towards the end of the haircut, is making sure that everything is nice and faded, everything is blended well, and that you get all those little extra hairs that might be sticking up. But not to worry, I did not finish lining him up in the front. I like to go right back to it here and there throughout the cut. I'll brush the hair right back down and continue to get any baby hairs that show up. I told y'all this side definitely gave me a lot more trouble, so that's why you see me putting a lot of work into it. I know you guys could see the lines going all the way around still when I came right back onto this side. I had not finished it, but right now I'm putting that work in, y'all, and I'm making sure that I can get this blended in as best as I can. Coming up, I was very excited to be using this next product, Tomb 45 Shave Gel. Got it on Amazon for Father's Day, and I really like it. I like the little spout that closes to keep it from spilling. It smells really good, and it just goes right across the head very easily. Didn't have to use too much, and after leaving it on there, I didn't have to reapply any. It didn't dry up fast at all, which I really liked. And big shout out to them, man. They did that. I've used a lot from Walmart and a couple from Target, shave gels that is, and nothing has done as good as this one. So I'm very impressed, and this is one product that I also recommend you guys try out if you like. I don't do this on hardly anybody else's hair that I cut, but the reason I come back to his lineup multiple times throughout the cut is because the hairs in the front like to curl up. So I'll come right back to them, brush them down, and get any baby hairs that just show up when I do that. And it's been a nice little trick that I do. It comes in handy, and that just ensures I get this boy nice and lined up, nice and crispy. We have reached the end of the cut, so if you guys did reach this point, I want to give you guys the biggest virtual hug. I want to say thank you so much. Here's the beginning of the haircut, just in case you don't remember, and here's that beautiful after shot. I think it came out pretty good, you guys. All the work I put in, I think it came out nicely. Hope you guys liked it. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in a few days on the next video. Peace.